Hello everyone, my name is Harshvardhan. I am the founder and CEO of Trade with Trend. I started trading 6 years ago in 2017, and I'm an active trader, investor, and I conduct courses as well. My journey began in 2017. I started trading Bitcoin. So in 2017, when Bitcoin was making all-time highs, I was in that rally. But in 2018, as you all know, Bitcoin crashed. So I switched to stock markets, which is more regulated and which safer than Bitcoin, as I assumed back then. Started trading, started learning, and in 2019, I decided to share my experience, and in order to meet like-minded people, I started a Instagram channel. And then COVID hit, and then channel took off. In 2020, I also formed my own setup. So now I trade on my setup, and I teach that setup as well. I believe if you want to make a living in this market, you have to trade systematically. You can't be as volatile as markets. Your trades cannot be as volatile as this market. The market is in itself is very volatile. So as a trader, your job is to make your PNL as linear as you can. I know it's not possible, but if you can trade with the system, you can somehow manage to have a linear PNL. That is what I teach as well, and that is what I will recommend you, that work on a system till the time you do not encounter any system. You should just follow some basic rules that are universally true in trade. The biggest learning I would say would be not to fall for recency bias. Most of us, when we are beginners especially, we track the markets, and whichever sectors are performing, we think that they will indefinitely perform. Like in 2021, IT sector was performing, and all of us thought that this rally will continue. So I would say avoid falling for recency bias. There are new things happening in the market which are not currently famous. So do your analysis and don't fall for recency bias. And the herd is always, I would not say always, but they are mostly wrong. The things that are discussed in media, the things that are currently in limelight, they are likely to be a trap, and some new sector, some new theme will take that place. So the first thing I would say is avoid recency bias. And another learning has to be immensely patient. If you are in this market, you have to have patience. If I come to the predictions for this market, I would say in short term, markets are a little bit overbought, but I don't expect any major crash or correction in this market. I would say smaller mid caps are giving good entry points at this level, and if you find any dip in like 2 or 3% dip, you can definitely invest in small and mid caps. If I look at 1 year view, I still think small and mid caps are going to outperform, and you should stay invested in this market. And if you are looking to deploy fresh capital, you can deploy some capital, but you have to be very stock specific. You cannot just invest in everything and expect everything to go up. You have to be stock specific, you have to be sector specific. If I talk about 2025 or 3-4 year view, I would say you should mandatorily be invested in India right now. I think we are in a major bull market. The bull market that we had seen in 2003 to 2008. So yes, this is a very good time to be invested in India. If I talk about my best trades, they have to be commodity sector. I think we picked up Vedanta when it was 92, and we sold it around 380, around 4x there. And we picked up Tata Steel in 2020 around 450, and we exited that trade around 1300, so 3x there. And currently I am holding few positions as well. Indian Hotels is one, and L&T is one. So there is no one trade in this market. If you are looking for just one trade, then you are not considering it as a business. In any business, you cannot just expect one customer to buy everything from you. You have to trade consistently. You have to make trades regularly. The biggest advice I can give for beginners is you just go to trade. You just go to be on the pitch. You are not going to make any significant profits in your initial 1 or 2 years, but if you stay on the pitch, if you stay in the market, then from 3rd year onwards mostly you are going to see some progress. It's said that the easiest thing about trading is opening a trading account, which is true. So in order to succeed in trading, you have to stay in the markets for at least 3 years. You can't expect to become profitable in just first year of trading. So stay here, stay in the game. If you can survive first 3 years in this market, I can bet you are going to make a fortune.